Went out shopping today, and man, oh man, this has been my week. Even though I've only found 2 good fragrances while going out, this one is sure to be a gem. Trust me. Stay tuned. So I'm starting to think that my luck is changing a little bit when it comes to going out fragrance hunting. And as y'all know, I'm one of the ones who loves to go out fragrance hunting. I just bit the side of my jaw. Even though I don't find much at times, there are occasions when I do find gems. And today is one of those days. But before I get to what I found, my scent of the day is from Imperial, and it is number 1. And I think I've done a review on these fragrances before, but I will do an updated one. But just to give you insight on what this smells like, besides looking at this nice ass bottle, kind of reminds you of a Tom Ford, maybe a little bit bigger. This has a Dior Sauvage type vibe to it. This fragrance actually gets me lots and lots of compliments every time I put it on, and today was no exception. I got compliments. Very nice fragrance, long lasting. If you don't want to spend what you're going to spend on Dior Sauvage, then definitely look into these fragrances. Now, I got mine. I also have 2 other ones, but I got mine from a store that used to be in our local mall, but it went out of business. So somebody asked me in the comment section, where can they find this on Instagram? And you just have to type in the name of the fragrance, Imperial number 4. Make sure you put collection privé on there, and it should pop something up on the internet. If you can't find it, then I don't know what else to tell you. But these usually run you about, I want to say like 60, 65, but you may be able to find them for like 45 is what I found them for. I bought my very first one at 65, which is this one. And the next time I went to that shop, I showed him online that I can get these for like 45. So he started selling me these for 45. So don't cheat yourself when you find these or looking for these. Now, before I get to the fragrance at hand, I went to Ross and I was talking to my boy Trey Scents. If you haven't went to his channel and checked him out yet, please do so. But I went to Ross first in Yulee, Georgia, or Florida, I should say, Yulee, Florida. And they didn't have much by the way of fragrances. They did have another Sean John 3 a.m., but I already have that one for $9.99. But in the back of the store where they have their men's shower gels and shave creams and stuff like that, I found these 2 Cremo hair and body wash 2-in-1s. This is the mint blend. I found both of these and they were $4.99 a piece. So I paid about $10 for these. And I'm not a huge mint fan when it comes to body washes and stuff like that, but I did want to give these a try, so I did pick these up. Now on to what I found at TJ Maxx. I walk into TJ Maxx, and this one particular one, they have their fragrances, men's fragrances, right next to the register. And so I walked in and I seen the box inside the security container, and I saw Dunn. And I was like, man, it's probably another one of them just regular old Dunn. I got a little closer and it said Dunn Century, which is this guy. And I actually opened this in the car, so that's why I'm not showing you the full presentation right now. I left the box in the car, but I just grabbed this and stuck it inside my bag with my fruit. But Dunn Century, and this is the EDP Eau de Parfum 75 ml bottle. and I could not believe it. And I grabbed it so quick because there really wasn't nothing else. It was like a Michael Kors Extreme something and something else, but I didn't really care much for those. I already have some of those, but this is more interesting to me. So I grabbed it, I got it, I got in the vehicle, and I had Arby's like maybe 30 minutes before I found this fragrance. So I got in the car, I opened it, and I do have one gripe about this bottle design, and I'll get to it in a minute. I opened this, I sprayed it on the Arby's bag, and I sniffed it, and man, oh man. Sam Broom talked about this fragrance. If you haven't been on Sam Broom's channel, you need to go over and do that. Check him out. He hyped this fragrance to the high heavens, and I wasn't a believer. I own a few Dunn fragrances, and I'm not a huge fan. I do like the extreme version of the red, but this is elegance personified. This thing is slightly masculine. It's very citrusy. It's woody. It's balsamic. A little earthy. It's creamy because it does have sandalwood in it. And this is an elegant fragrance. And even though I have that other fragrance on, I'm going to spray it on the back of my hand. You don't get an alcohol blast, none whatsoever. It goes straight into the fragrance. This smells so fantastic. This makes a perfect date night scent. I can't wait to let my girl get her nose on this and tell me what she thinks. She doesn't like a lot of my sweet fragrances, but this one is more citrusy than anything, so she may like this one. If you find this in the wild and it's not extremely pricey, because this one was like between $25 to $26, $27, $28, which is not bad for what I got here, because this is worth every penny. If you see this in the wild, do not pass this. Do not hesitate. Pick this up. I am going to do a full review on this one once I give it a good wearing or two, but this is my fragrance find of the day, period. I just hate that it took so long for me to find this one. Now, I did find Dunn London, but I don't know much about that fragrance either, and I wasn't really impressed. So luckily I ran into this one. Now, my one gripe with this fragrance is the cap. And even though it is magnetic, you can see that the edges on this are rounded, and this is a round cap. And when it clicks on, you have no way to grab it to pull it off like a regular bottle. You have to twist it, and once it gets to a certain spot, the magnets push against each other and it pops open. See? That's the only thing I hate about this fragrance, but it makes up for it in scent. So with that being said, y'all just don't know, man. Get your hands on Dunn Century. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Sam Broom, salute to you, my friend, for shouting out this fragrance, hyping it. I'm a firm believer now. Not in your abilities of knowing fragrances, but I wasn't a huge fan of Dunn except for the Extreme, the Red Extreme. This is my number one fragrance from the house of Dunn, and I am on the bandwagon with this one. I'm out of here, y'all. Enough said. I'm not even going to do the rest of my outro. Peace.